You're about to listen to the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. We cover weird things, but part of that may include adult themes and content. We'll be talking about things like butts and boobs, and there will be swearing. It's kind of what we do. If there are any kids in the car, you may want to change the channel. Thanks, and enjoy. Hey, sweetie, what can I get for you?
Do you have any of today's specials left?
The weird? Oh, yeah, we got lots of weird.
And can I get that with bacon?
Sure, weird with a side of bacon, coming up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 7 of Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. The podcast that is the number one podcast recorded in this studio, if I do say so myself. We like to cover everything that is weird. That would be weird science. Sure, that'll be in there. Weird history, weird facts, weird news, weird social media. I am one of your hosts, Trevor, and I like to cover the weird facts and the weird history. And Stephanie, what do you do here?
I cover the weird social media stories.
Okay. And Misty, what is your job?
I'm Misty, and I cover weird and crazy news from around the world.
Okay. We like to start off every episode of the podcast with any weird personal stories before we get into our content. Anyone have anything weird happen lately?
I do not.
Anything weird, Stephanie?
No.
Guys, we had a very boring week. Well, let's hope that this content will help us get back into the weirdness. You know, I like to think that's like weird karma. We do things weird. We talk about weird. Weird will happen. All right. So, Stephanie, tell us a little bit about the weird social media in this world.
So this is a Reddit story that was sent by Morgan.
A fan.
A fan.
Ooh. We do love it when fans send in content. It makes things easier. We have to acknowledge you, just in case you're wondering. Thanks, everybody. Okay. What did Morgan, a fan, send you?
Am I the asshole for my reaction when I learned that my fiance returned my wedding dress and replaced it with the one his mom picked for me?
Wait. Please tell me it wasn't her wedding dress.
Oh my gosh. Yes. My mother looks so pretty in this, and I think you would look pretty too. Wow. This is a mama's boy. So, yeah. What did the mama's boy do?
My fiance, male 33, and I, female 28, are getting married in December. His mom is the intrusive type, but she's nice overall, and we somewhat get along. I hate to admit that wedding planning has been an absolute nightmare. His mom wasn't willing to agree on most things, and my fiance said that since he's her only son, then I should respect and appreciate this vision she has for the wedding and how it should be.
Okay, I can see a mom overreacting for their only daughter, but their only son, normally it's the bride who gets to choose a majority of the stuff.
I have a feeling this might have been in the making for this guy's entire lifetime. I'm pretty sure that...
Are you saying his mom put the day of the week on his underwear? Kind of mom?
This guy, I think, has been told by his mommy for a long time on what he's supposed to do and how he's supposed to act. And do you think mom picked the bride? Do you think... I mean, this guy goes to mom.
No, it's probably one of those where mom does not like future daughter-in-law. It's one of those situations where no woman will ever be
good enough for her son.
Her only son.
Oh, so maybe mom's sabotaging it a little bit on her own because mom doesn't like her because she's taking him away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She insisted to come along for wedding dress shopping. I took her with me and my mom and friends. I was so lucky to have found what I was looking for. But she picked a dress that she liked so much and said that she always pictured her son's bride in it. Mom and friends thought this line was creepy. I thought the dress was somewhat creepy and totally not my type. I apologized and thanked her for her vision, but told her that I'd already decided on a dress that I had envisioned myself wearing at my wedding. She got all pissy because of it, apparently, then must have told my fiance because he came home in the evening ranting about how I made his mom upset and turned down her help in choosing the wedding dress and excluded her from the process. I asked, what process? Duh, it's just a wedding dress. My wedding dress, so I really didn't get how she should get a say at all. He got upset and said that this attitude of mine isn't working on him or his mom. He said that I should consider the dress his mom wanted me to buy, especially knowing that both dresses weren't that much different anyway. Like
I think a guy doesn't know the difference.
Like she said, but I told him, yes, they were different, like so much different.
So mom goes crying to him and he's going to do what mommy wants. This is some creepy ass psycho movie stuff going on.
I feel like mom said, you either do this or I'm not giving you money towards the wedding.
Oh, I didn't
Kind
even
of a
think
move,
of that.
a power trip.
I feel like if I was the bride, I'd be like, red flag,
I'm
peace
out.
out.
Yeah, no, this is some weird stuff going on. The to-be husband here has never left the nest.
I feel like this is where they're going to move into their own place. And he's going to be like, well, are you going to cook me breakfast this morning? My mom always did it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom.
What am I wearing today? My mom lays my clothes out.
My mom always taught me to roll my socks in these little balls. See, that's a callback to a previous episode.
Anyways, we argued about it, then we dropped it. Yesterday, I came home and found out that he had returned my wedding dress and replaced it with the one his mom wanted.
Great. Now he saw the dress.
Both
Yeah,
dresses.
that's the big issue here.
I called him and he was straightforward about what he did and why he did it. I lost it and started screaming at him. He asked me to calm down and really give this dress a chance. I refused to even listen. I screamed at him without giving him a chance to speak. He got home and we had an argument. I then went to stay with one of my friends and he kept calling and calling, then texting saying that I overreacted and it's his wedding too, so it wasn't cool how I screamed at him. He insisted I give this dress a chance. He went on and on about how his mom had a vision and good intentions and just wants what's best for me as her future daughter-in-law.
What difference does it make what the fucking dress looks like? She's going to wear it for 12 hours and it's going to hang in a closet.
Right.
Oh, mom knows what's best for you, honey. Mom just wants what's best for you as my bride. This is fucking creepy. Did you notice nowhere in there was there an apology? Not a, honey, I know I should have talked to you first. Honey, I'm sorry I overreacted. No, it was you're overreacting. Just do what's best according to my mommy.
I did nothing wrong by just taking back the dress that you wanted.
That right there is a red flag. That's called I'm no longer getting married to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's me or your mom.
Hey,
Right?
at least she figured it out now. Could you
Before?
imagine? Because, she's probably like hides it in the closet, or it's at least going to be in a bag, right? Like one of those zip up bags or something so it doesn't get dirty. Could you imagine if it was like the day of the wedding and she's about to get dressed and all of a sudden it's replaced with Psycho Mom's dress?
So if she truly loved this guy but really wanted that dress, she could have just took the dress, returned it, or kept it so it was hanging there, hid the one she originally wanted, and the day of the wedding walked down the aisle in that dress, her not knowing that she still had it.
It could have also been a compromise situation, depending on how much these dresses cost. Bride could wear what she wanted to wear for the ceremony and then change into the one that the mother-in-law wanted for the reception.
Correct.
Oh, okay, as a guy, I'm going to even say this. Fuck that. It's her wedding. She can wear whatever the fuck she wants. Mother-in-law is a freaking bitch.
There's still a little bit more to the story.
Oh, boy.
I'm ready.
All right. So this is bride's mom. Mom is livid and has been wanting to go scream at him and his mom, but my dad said that this isn't worth ruining my relationship with my in-laws. He suggested I wisen up and go with the flow. But is it too much for me to be able to pick my own wedding dress without being guilted about it just to keep the peace? Am I the asshole for my reaction?
First of all, what the hell, Dad?
Yeah, dude, support your daughter. What the hell is wrong with you? I don't care if your daughter's wrong. You support your daughter. You don't support the to-be mother-in-law. All right, for one, definitely not overreaction. Because even if the guy had just came into her and had said, like, come on, just do this, mommy knows what's best. Isn't that a song, by the way, Entangled? Where she's locked in a tower?
Yeah. Yes.
There might be some synergy here. Anyway, even if it was like if he had came to her and be like, let's talk about this, come on, I really want to do this for my mom, or mommy knows best, or whatever, still fucking what the hell, no, you get to pick your own dress. But the way he went with it, that is not overreacting. Screaming, yelling, and then going to stay at someone else's and questioning the whole thing, no, that is the exact reaction you should get. And I
so
do
no,
not
she
blame
is
her.
not the asshole.
No.
So there is an edit for Q&As.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
It says, I'm editing in some answers to frequent questions I get. A, the dress she picked wasn't all too crazy, but just wasn't my type. Fair.
Okay.
Okay. B, this issue started during wedding planning and there were other things, like way too many things we didn't agree on, but this quote-unquote vision has been there for quite a while. C, I am paying for the dress. So even her parents aren't paying.
So nobody's paying for the dress but her.
Yes, the bride herself is paying for her dress.
Mm-hmm.
D, my fiance's dad is deceased. Also, his mom suffered from multiple health conditions, has no daughters, but one only son. And E, he's still persisting. So he's still trying to fight tooth and nail on this.
So maybe there is a reason that he is fighting it, because he knows his mother maybe will fall ill at some point as well, considering that she has issues.
Or does mom do this? Every time son looks like he might be distancing away a little bit or might be disagreeing with her, she suddenly doesn't feel good. And son has to come to her side to take care of her.
Just give her some bourbon with some rat poison and some egg whites. She'll be okay.
Right. See, people could learn things. If you listen to episode 6, you would understand that that's the way you deal with stress is strychnine, brandy, and egg whites.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? Again, this is if all of a sudden the son starts getting gets a spine, is able to make decisions, or thinks about not going to see mom a lot, does mom suddenly not feel good and her ailments are coming back and the son has to go to her side?
You mean her hypochondriacism comes back?
I could see it. I could totally see it. Steph, could you see it?
I could see it.
Oh, yeah. No. These are huge red flags. Is there something beyond red flag? Is there? I don't know what it would be, but I feel like
A maroon flag? One that's a deeper red?
deep red flag. Yeah. No, this is not good.
I just can't believe her dad sided with the mother-in-law.
Just go with the flow.
That'll just up the weird rating when we get to our bacon strip rating on this one.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can go right into that because that was the end of that story.
Bacon rating.
I might have to put that at almost a 4.
That's an easy 4 for me. I'm gonna. The fact that he returned the dress and just brought the other one in and didn't even say anything until she figured it out on her own. That's a 4 crispy.
Well, if you think about it, that means his mom took pictures of the dress that she picked out. Otherwise, how would he have known what dress the mom picked?
Oh, they went to the store together. How'd you like to work at the wedding dress store?
It wouldn't surprise me. Either mom took pictures or he went with mom to the store.
Could you imagine working at that wedding store and all of a sudden, after selling a dress to a bride, The to-be husband comes in with his mother and says, we're returning this one and getting the one my mom wants. Could you imagine being the store worker? Oh, for crispy, no doubt.
I'm going to think about that for a really long time.
Yeah.
And the more you think about it, the more pissed off you're going to get.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how we operate.
It makes you appreciate a mother-in-law sometimes. Like, boy, just when you think your mother-in-law is insane, you're like, boy, it could be worse.
Yeah. Yes, it could.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which way are we going to go around the table this time?
We'll go back to normal so it doesn't confuse you. So, Trevor, what do you have for us today?
I did get confused in the last episode. All right. This one I have titled, Why Does London Get a Death Ray and We Don't? So this comes to us from an article in Bloomberg.com. Bloomberg, I think it's a magazine, but they also have articles. I think Bloomberg is like a Fortune 500 kind of thing. Oh, and another source that this came from is Fortune.com. So yes, I think these are all places about business and money. And also National Geographic magazine did an article on this.
It's another one.
I almost said from Scott, man.
It's not from Scott.
I was waiting.
It is not from
He always
Scott
references that one last anyway, so.
I was just looking at my next article to see if that one is. All right. Anyway, there is a skyscraper in London that reflects light in a way that it has caused cars parked near it on the street to melt.
What?
There is a skyscraper in London that reflects light in just the right or wrong way that it has caused cars that were parked on the street near it to melt.
Are they magnifying? Oh, no, they're just.
Yes.
The magnifying glass windows.
It's that concept. It's like that concave, whichever way, that it reflects light, and it's creating this super hot, like, concentration of light, and it melts cars.
Well, I hope they fix that problem.
Well, we'll see, won't we? So the nickname for this building it's the Walkie-Talkie Building. And so I took a look at the picture of this building, okay? It's like if you had a blow-up toy of a building. All right, so, buildings are like big rectangles, sharp corners, 90-degree corners. It's like that, but when you blow up a blow-up toy, like the big sides tend to like bulge out a little bit. So imagine if you took made a blow-up toy of a building where it looked like a building, but it had like rounded surfaces to it. That's kind of what it looks like, okay? So not only does this building have some dangerous properties, but it's really, really ugly. In fact, when they asked for permission to build this, so, London, you have to go through like the building permit, and it's the main drag area of London. So, have like a committee and all that to make sure that it counts. The planner's report warned that it would cause, quote, significant visual harm, end quote. So even before they built this ugly bastard, they were warned by the planner, like, hey, we're going to let it go, but this thing's going to be really fucking ugly. And in September of 2023, it melted the side mirrors and panels of a Jaguar XJ that was parked on a nearby street. I didn't even think it was parked on the street in front of it. It was a nearby street.
How did they know that it was the building that did it?
Oh, because they have done a lot of stuff with this thing. This building has a reputation. It has blistered bicycle seats, scorched people's shoes. So where the little death ray is concentrated, people try to walk and their shoes will get burnt if they go through the ray. It has burnt a hole in a doormat on another building. And just for funsies, people have used it to fry an egg. if you like put an egg on a pan inside where the ray is concentrated, you can cook an egg from the ray, the death ray.
Like egg whites?
Yeah, like egg white. From this death ray because of this concave, ugly ass building.
I feel like with a lot of lawsuits, they would have to try to fix that problem.
Right? I don't. How do you fix it? I think you don't say like put shades on it or something. I don't know.
Well, get rid of the concave glass.
The whole building is concave, so it's a skyscraper. So you're right. Like the building is a skyscraper, so it's like 90% windows. You know, it looks like a skyscraper does. Lots and lots of windows, especially a modern day skyscraper. This thing was built somewhere in the last 20 years or whatever.
You can't tell me there's not something like a anti-reflectant that they could put on that glass to stop it from penetrating so much heat.
Because, well, it reflects it. That's the problem, is it reflects it. You'd almost have to put something that would absorb the sunlight instead. And that would just make the building a bazillion degrees inside.
Well, I suppose tiles would cover it up. I was thinking like the bottom of what do you want to call them? A shuttle that come from a space shuttle.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like the heat reflectors and stuff. But again, that reflects it. And, melts people's Jaguars. How weird has that got to be? You come out to your car after one day and you're like, why does my car look all saggy?
Can you imagine reporting that to the insurance company?
Yeah, that's true. And
or the police department?
Yeah. And then trying to figure out what the hell happened. Because he probably didn't come out while it was happening. Maybe he came out. I'm sure people saw it. If people saw it, that's probably how this all became. But could you imagine coming out to your car, the light's gone. It's been gone for hours. It's working its way down the road, melting other people's stuff. It's just this. And then also like, what the fuck is this?
I'm surprised nobody noticed any burn marks on the concrete.
Well, it's not in the concrete, but if people stand there with their shoes, they stand there, it'll burn people's shoes. If people are walking and they walk by it, or if they stop and stand there for a minute or two, it is more. They had to move a doormat. They had a doormat in front of another building and it burnt a hole through it. It's just insane.
Some random fire starts in the middle of town. We all know what building it is.
Right?
Yeah. And just to make things a little more interesting, by the way, that same concave design that reflects all the light, it also catches the wind. So it causes downdrafts when the wind hits this building and then flows downward towards the street. It creates downdrafts that have knocked people over. So people will be walking and all of a sudden, whoom, a chunk of wind gets concentrated and knocks people over while they're walking down the street.
They're going to Mary Poppins it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a scene where they all get blown away with their umbrellas and stuff, isn't there? So London has a death ray and we don't. And it's not on purpose. And I think that's really freaking weird.
I like how he adds that in to boost his score.
I'm trying to get a little bit. A little bit. Maybe I should start bringing snacks. Hey, guys, it's time for my baking report. Who wants a snack? I'll just hand out like little pastries or something. Little cucumber sandwiches.
All because we gave you one bad rating.
No. I will always. I have this thing where I need to be wanted and loved. I don't
feel
know.
better about yourself.
I measure my quality by what people think of me. I don't know. I need my good bacon ratings.
So,
yeah.
I give you a 2.5 or 2 crispy. Maybe a 3 floppy.
I can take it too crispy. That's how you feel. Stephanie, what do I do?
I'll give you a 3.
Yes. I'll take the 3 for the story. Yeah. I do believe we are now on to Misty because we're going the normal way around the table and I don't get as confused as easily. So, Misty, what do you have for us?
I have a news article today from HuffPost. Huff. Man surrenders nearly 1,000 rodents to New Hampshire shelter.
Like an animal shelter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1,000 rodents?
I give it a 4 already.
Why do you have 1,000 rodents?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So a group of mice is called a nest.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you call 1,000 of them in one animal shelter?
Infestation?
Yeah.
Right? So Lisa, the executive director of a New Hampshire society for the prevention of cruelty to animals, which is scrambling the care for an overwhelming influx of rapidly reproducing rodents.
I didn't think of that part. This is not 1,000 rodents. This is 1,000 rodents that are rapidly reproducing. Can you get your mouse spayed or neutered?
That's a really good question.
Where's Bob Barker on this one? Always remember to get your mice spayed and neutered. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
It all started on a Monday when a man arrived saying he wanted to give up 150 mice. Then he clarified 150 containers of mice, not individual creatures. Critters.
150 containers?
150 containers.
So
he had 73 mice with him that day. And by Friday morning, about 450 had been transferred to the shelter. And another 500 or so were on their way.
I have so many questions right now. I don't know where to start.
Do you think this guy bought a pet mice, got a couple of pet mice, and this is what happened? Or does this guy like trap wild mice and turn them into pets?
That was one of my questions.
So we have the same question.
The number is growing thanks to some basic biology. Many of mice arrived pregnant. One of the challenges is the gestation is short and breeding begins early on. It's an enormous problem, and this is something that's gotten out of control significantly.
You think?
Yeah, what do you do? This has got to be awkward as hell. Because, I mean, let's be honest. There's a bunch of us that are probably are people that are like, it's a mouse. Like, this problem can solve itself in a really bad, dirty way. But they're pets. You can't pick and choose. Can the shelter be like, no, cats and dogs are cute and we'll save them, or hamsters, but mice, fuck them? I suppose they have to be accepting of all. And how do you keep them all separate?
I'm wondering if they didn't go into a kind of like a guinea pig or a hamster type box.
Well, that's what I'm guessing, and he had multiple ones. Can you sext? Can you sext a sext? Sex? Can you sex a? Okay, what am I thinking of when they have a
Can
vet
you
like
identify
identify
the
the sex? There's a sexting. That's different.
I was like, why do you keep saying sex?
Because sex, is it sex? Okay, well, there's a term for it, and I'm probably saying the wrong one, I'm sure. Oh, well, we're going to go with Misty's identify. Can you identify? Can a vet come in and identify? Like, they can separate the male and the females to prevent this from getting worse?
I would hope so. I don't know. As of right now, part of the shelter's cat pavilion has been turned into a mouse hospital/hotel with dozens of containers lined up on the floor, resting on top of multiple tables and stacked on shelves.
Wait, go back. Did you say it was a cat shelter?
A cat pavilion.
I think the portion. I think they only had a very
They took a
small
portion of it, which was like their cat humanity area, and turned it in to the mouse one.
It's sexing, by the way.
Sexing, not sexting.
No,
That's
it's
a different thing.
SEXING or gender identification.
That is definitely different. Anyway,
I still want to know if he
Bred them?
bred them or if he was just trapping them.
oh, would that be a weird thing? This is a guy who he wants all the mice gone from his property, but he didn't have the guts to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, he was trapping them, putting them in a cage,
Live trapping them?
and didn't think, oh no,
Did you
they're going to make
release them to the
more.
wild? You drive out to Timbuktu and release them.
I don't know. But so other shelters have reached out and they had taken some of the mice, and some are being sent to foster homes. Now, I have never heard of a mouse going to a foster home, but kudos to them. And at least 4 of them were adopted.
4 down, 996 to go.
I don't even know.
Okay. And there's no light at the end of this tunnel until they figure out how to stop them from breeding. So can you spay or neuter a mouse? One, can you identify the sex of it
a
and
mouse?
separate them? Oh yeah, this problem is just
Again,
gonna grow.
so many questions.
This is just
And
gonna
not
grow.
enough answers.
Because it starts with the guy, and then now we're on all this other stuff.
Well, and it's almost like a no-kill shelter. And I'm sure anybody who adopts them has to show proof that they are not going to kill this animal or use it for anything else.
If any listeners have more information about the breeding of mice, please let us know.
Or if you'd like to adopt a couple thousand.
There's a
dozen.
shelter in New Hampshire that could use some help.
Yeah, they could really use some help. Are you ready for a bacon rating?
For
I
crispy.
am ready for
For crispy.
bacon.
Yeah, guys, we are hitting home runs today. I feel like that is definitely a for crispy on that as well. This guy didn't even warn him. This is gonna be a typical day. Someone bringing in some ice. Oh, thank you for your donation. Oh no! I got 8 more shipments coming. Hold on, I got a couple truckloads coming in.
He just brings a U-Haul full of mice.
Okay. Well, again, somebody's got to follow up Misty, and I feel like
I don't
had
know
to
if I can do it.
I think last episode I had to follow up on Misty, so I think this one's on you to follow her up and see what you got.
Yeah, I don't have any animal-related stuff. I do have some stuff from Craigslist, though.
Nice.
A couple of misconnections and a creative service, if you will.
Ooh, we got a mixed bag going on today. Ooh, I like the mixed bag ones.
First one is a misconnection. Hope you're around this weekend. Hope you're around this weekend for what we used to do. Male looking to meet female for the fun things we used to do. Let's get together like we used to. That's all it was.
How does he know which female's going to respond?
Or is he just hoping any female responds? He's just hoping that any woman that used to hook up with a guy will. Well, he gave his number. I'm assuming. How do you connect?
Or an
on these
email
connections?
address.
Or an email address, maybe. So
It's Craigslist. There's got to be some way to respond.
There is no email or phone number.
and this is the full thing. It's not like
That-
it's been
that's all
covered
it is?
up.
Supposedly, this girl or girls that he is just supposed to be out there and know exactly who this is. How many random women ran across this? Just showed up at some ex-boyfriend's house. Oh, I thought you wanted me. I saw it on Craigslist.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
Like,
Yeah, if someone's crazy to write this, someone else is crazy enough to be like, "This is totally about me," and just show up.
Or you get creepers.
Oh yeah.
Because there are female creepers, not just male creepers. There's female creepers up there too.
Oh yeah, creeping is being creepy is a non-gender thing. You can be creepy at any gender. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something.
that's one. God.
This is another.
Hold on.
It might not
Is
be
this
golf.
article go back to episode 6? To the guy who does not want any more girlfriends?
He's changed his mind. This goes back to the guy that decides women are the worst things in the world and ruined everything for him until now in his life. And now he's like, damn it, now I need a woman again.
Unfortunately, those were different areas.
Maybe he moved. We don't know.
Damn.
All right.
This is another misconnection. We talked about my first time. You were for it. That's the title.
Oh, I thought that was the whole article. I was like, okay. We talked about my first time. You were for it. All right.
Okay, so maybe we talked, maybe not. Maybe we should talk. I have posted here before in an innocent way. This is a little less innocent. Not sure what I am seeking. Something real, something naughty. Maybe just some talk. Who knows? I am 50s, white male, open to all responders. Let's talk and see. Hope to hear soon.
Okay. Was the first part we talked about my first time and you were up for it?
The title is We Talked About My First Time. You were for it.
Does that mean that they talked about this person being his first time?
I'm thinking he's talking about the first time article that he posted before this one, because he talks about how he had posted before.
I have posted here before in an innocent way, but now he's looking for
more.
Oh, I thought this guy talked.
Were you
about
not listening? Do I need to read it again?
No, I thought you were saying this is like a 50-year-old virgin who was talking about the first time with someone, and they were like, I would totally do that with the first time with you. I thought maybe it was like a 50-year-old
I think we need to find the first article from this dude, because that would be hilarious to find out what he posted before.
The progression. The first one's all a little innocent.
A
and
test
this one.
to see how it all will work.
Another article after this one is like, will someone just fuck me for God's sake? He just progressively gets worse.
This is
and
what I
worse.
want to do.
Speaking of fucking, that goes into my next one.
Ooh, okay.
okay.
All right. Do it.
This is under creative services.
Wait, there's a category on Craigslist called creative services?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. We could have an entire episode based on this category.
This is fetish content.
Maybe he should talk to the guy above.
This is a female, so yeah, they could.
Well, what was it called again?
This is fetish content.
Fetish content. Is that a subcategory of creative services? Or is that the title of it?
That's the
The
title.
title.
Of,
Fetish content. Okay.
but it's under creative services.
I'm just trying to paint a picture in my mind. I probably shouldn't.
Hi, I am a 34-year-old female looking to sell my video content of tongue and tongue withdrawal. Serious inquiries only. Can't wait to talk to you. Must be 18 or older.
Hold on.
And then it gives her email.
Who finds tongue with tongue drool attractive? That is a weird fetish.
Tongue and tongue drool fetish. Do you think this girl is making a small living or a small profit off of just videos of her sticking her tongue out and drooling?
That or she has other content in that video that involves her tongue and tongue drool.
Oh, that might just be the tip of the tongue iceberg. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Yeah, I feel like this is more complicated than like the feet pics. Why don't you just do feet pics? That sounds easier. I don't know. Wow, it got real quiet for a second there.
Because I don't know how to respond.
Okay,
right.
my face hurts
Mm-hmm.
from laughing and smiling, trying to figure out who the fuck puts this shit on Craigslist. Think about it, though.
How is
None
that a
of this
creative
stuff-
service, though?
But none of this crazy crap comes down. There's other things out there that get deleted by Craigslist because it has gone too far.
Oh yeah, does Craigslist have a censorship? It must.
I think to an extent.
An extent. So I wonder if they have found their way around the wording.
Probably.
Oh, you think tongue and tongue drool is like code for something, or just it's they? So this goes back to your idea that there's more.
It doesn't say I'm willing to use my tongue to give you a blowjob kind of a vibe.
This is secret code.
Secret code.
I gotcha. I get you.
That's all I
Yep,
got.
that's where it went.
That's what I got, peeps.
Yeah, so we got some misconnections. One obviously reason. Second one is a guy just slowly progressing into his hornier and hornier self. And tongue with tongue drool fetish.
All weird.
All weird. All weird. I'll go 3 crispy. 3 crispy.
I think I would go with a 3 crispy too. I mean, we have a lot of really crazy content these weeks.
And following Misty was tough. That was a tough one, following Misty.
I will take the 3 crispy for following Misty.
Right. After following what she had, I don't blame you. Like, that's as good as it's going to get.
Just wait till you hear my next one.
Oh, geez. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. This is gonna be pretty much. She's gonna just control this show. She's like, guys, we're gonna rename this. This is the Misty Does Weird with a Side of Bacon show. And we won't be able to say anything. She'll own it. Like, oh, we're just side things.
It's actually a great name. Misty Does Weird.
Misty Does Weird. I think that's actually under that special content.
Creative
services. I think that's a different story.
I appreciate it all.
Okay, so Trevor, what do you have for us?
I like the title on this one. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch versus Hitler.
Two totally different ends of the spectrum, but go on.
Oh, no, they're connected. Well, they're somewhat connected. Yeah, Sabrina, the Teenage Witch versus Hitler. This one comes from 3 sources. We have a 2016 article from Mental Floss Magazine, an article in a 2024 from Folklore Society, which is an organization that has a website that's based in London, and a 2019 article from Thought Company. That's another online place that does like news reporting and such. So this one, we're going back in time to, of course, we mentioned Hitler. So we're in World War II. All right. And it's the summer of 1940. And I'm sure you guys know this from all of our history classes we went to as kids. But 1940 in the summer is when France had just fallen to Germany, northern France. Okay. And now we have to go into geography class. And if you remember right, that the amount of water between the top north side of France and the bottom of Britain is not a lot. And Britain's south coast is like freaking out. All right. There's major worries and things going on. Towns and villages were being like transformed into war fronts. They had like putting up like sandbags. There's building barricades. They're like arming the people that lived in town. Everybody's got a gun and anywhere and an age and ability to use it is got it on them at all times. They're nearby. Like they are ready. It's going to happen. There's no doubt that Hitler is going to come after Britain, a major powerhouse of the World War II, and he's right there. He's right on their edges. So while this is happening in the summer of 1940, there's a town in the area called Highcliffe-on-Sea, like Highcliffe-on-C. A story goes that a secretive group of British witches and spiritual seekers arranged to meet in an ancient forest just before midnight on August 4th of 1940.
To wiggle their noses.
Like Bewitched?
Yeah.
Little nose wiggle like Bewitched did. So anyway, they went there to do a ritual. All these witches and spiritual seekers. And they performed a ritual that is called the Cone of Power. And they met and they raised this cone of power and directed it to Hitler's brain.
Are you thinking of Catnado? Because that's where my mind went.
Yes and no, because the first thing I think of is D&D is back in 1946.
Oh, like Dungeons and Dragons, like there's spells you can do that's like a cone.
Yep.
A cone of silence or whatever. Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's some D&D stuff going on here. Well, this was before D&D. I think D&D showed up in the 1970s in northern Illinois. I think there's a bunch of... No, it was Wisconsin, actually. It was
For
Wisconsin,
a bunch of
Illinois.
devil worshippers, is what parents used to think.
Oh, yes. We'll have to talk about that sometime. The early Tom Hanks movie about Dungeons and Dragons where he becomes a crazy murderer because he played Dungeons and Dragons with his friends in college. It's a great movie. So anyway, so yes, these guys, they created and did the spell Cone of Power, and they raised the cone and directed it into Hitler's brain over in Germany. And they were chanting and trying to convince in his brain, you cannot cross the sea. You cannot cross the sea. So in the place of a traditional bonfire, which, because of course, a good ritual or spell needs a bonfire, instead, they think because maybe they were afraid of the bonfire being seen by enemy aircraft or local defense wardens or something, they instead used a flashlight or a shuttered lantern. No one's exactly sure which one. It was placed in the center of the witch's circle and angled towards Berlin, because that's where Hitler would be. And as it focused, their magic assaulting weaponry they're doing. This magic that they're doing. And they were naked and dancing around in a circle in a spiritual pattern around the lantern, chanting, "You cannot cross the sea. You cannot cross the sea."
Why do they have to be naked?
All good rituals are naked.
And also, are they chanting in a cone shape?
Yeah, do you have to like lean in to make it a cone? It's got to be leaning in a little bit. Otherwise, it's not really a cone. Then it's just a cylinder. It's not the cylinder of power. It's the cone of power. That's a good point. I think everybody had to be naked and leaning in a little bit.
Again, why do you have to be naked though?
You know what? If you're just gonna question witchcraft like this, I don't even know why I'm telling you about it.
Okay. I'll find something else better to do then.
I don't see naked witches on Supernatural.
I don't see naked witches on anything.
I don't know. It just says they were naked.
I really don't think Sabrina the Witch ever was naked either.
All right. Well, the next part of it maybe it explains the nakedness a little bit more. All right. So there were a lot of articles that were written about this event that happened, but all of them can be all honed down or narrowed down to one guy named Gerald Gradner that wrote the entire thing. Okay. The weird part, though, is Gerald Gradner is actually the founder of Wicca. Do you guys know what Wicca is?
No.
No? All right. Wicca
It sounds like a secret agency.
It kind of does sound like a secret agency. Wicca is a modern day witchcraft kind of thing. It's just like, there's different versions of Christianity and all that. Wicca is like a modern version of witchcraft, and the guy who originally told everybody about this was a guy named Gerald Gradner, and he's actually the founder of Wicca. So he probably has a little bit of bias, let's be honest. He wrote about it in his 1954 book called Witchcraft Today, about what happened back when this went on. So he probably has a little bit of bias. But at the same time, in his book, he wrote that they've done this before. The cone of power has been used before. For instance, in 1588, when the Spanish Armada became discouraged after scattered by storms. So the Spanish Armada were going to come to Britain, and they didn't because of this whole thing. Also in 1805, when Napoleon called off his plan to invade England. So allegedly, they're saying that this cone of power has been used now 3 times to prevent Britain from being invaded by invaders, pretty much. So the fact this all comes from one guy who's probably a little biased about it, some historians really question it. Be like, yeah, of course this guy said that they used this to stop Hitler. Duh. He's going to use it to say, well, look how awesome my religion I created was. But at the same time, it needs to be noted, though, that Hitler was super ready to attack Britain. They literally had invasion barges ready. Like they had put together boats to load up soldiers and equipment, and they had the airplanes and everything that they could have easily done it and were planning on doing it. But for whatever reason, Hitler held off and never actually invaded Britain. So, did the cone of power work?
How long did they chant for?
For however long it takes to finish the ritual. And after that, even though boats were ready, Hitler never came across this short distance to attack Britain.
I don't know what to think of that.
I don't know either.
Is it weird?
A little bit. I still don't understand why they're naked.
I didn't make. They just says they're naked. I guess this ritual required to be naked.
Pretty sure you had said I will get to why they were naked.
Well, because the reason I
And
say
I did not hear they were naked because
I think that no, I just because it's one guy's story. This whole thing comes down to one dude. This Gerald Gradner and the books he wrote. I think he had like 2 or 3 books. And
He
mentioned
probably
a
told
couple of
him
them.
to just do it naked. It'll help better.
So the problem is there's only one account of this whole thing. So there isn't like some people say they were naked, some weren't. I'm not sure. There's just one guy who wrote about this. So in his version, they're naked. So that's, I guess, what I meant when I said, you'll know what I mean or why. So I think it's just because this one guy decided in his version of it, they're naked because there's nobody else to question it because he's the only one who wrote about it, which unfortunately means that there is some question about it. But why wouldn't they? If everybody is doing whatever they can to try to prevent Hitler from coming, why wouldn't the witches do a ritual?
Are they witches or wicked?
Wicca, which is a type of witch. They actually call it a modern day pagan religion. They don't call themselves witches, I don't think. Witches? Witches. I don't think they call themselves witches. I think they call themselves a modern day pagan religion. But yes, so.
I give it a 3.
Me too.
I'll take a 3.
It
It's
wasn't
pretty crazy.
It wasn't weird.
I feel like it was very
It was interesting though.
interesting history fact.
Yes.
I'll take a 3. I'll go with it.
I'm gonna chant around the house naked in a cone shape. Do the dishes. Do the dishes. Do the dishes.
I'm pretty sure if you're gonna dance around naked for me, I'm gonna do the dishes. I don't know if you realize how much control you have over me, especially when naked. Okay, I'm weak. Okay.
If she has that much control, then she doesn't need to be naked in order for you to do the dishes. You can just do the dishes.
Okay, you stay out of this. We're having a conversation over here about Misty being naked, and you're just gonna interrupt me with your idea of her putting her clothes back on, Stephanie. I don't know where you are. I thought you were on my side on this one.
I told you I'm on Misty's side.
Man. All right, I will take that. I like it, and I'm going to run with that rating. All right, we are up to Misty once again, the heavy hitter again for the week. What do you got, Misty?
So I have some local news.
Ooh.
Ooh, Wisconsin local,
Yes,
huh?
brought to us by Fox 11 News.
Ooh, Wisconsin, USA. Let's do this.
Van goes through the ice during food delivery on Shawano Lake. Hospitalized and arrested.
Wait,
Who
what?
orders food to be delivered on the ice?
How do you give an address?
You just tell them what lake you're on and maybe what color
You can, with these apps, I think you can specify your location.
you can pin them.
You can pin them.
You can pin them, and you can also say, I'm on Shawano Lake
Somebody-
in this ice shack. Because there are some pretty fancy ice shacks out there. But
All right, so Van, Uber Eats, Ice Sploosh.
Yes.
hospitalized and arrested.
Oh,
You missed that
wow,
part.
I forgot that part. Oh, someone's going for
It was
some more.
literally 30 seconds ago.
Someone's going for some more Krispies here.
So in the town of Westcott, a van went through the ice on Shawano Lake and needed medical attention. The driver was taken into custody. So around 6:30 a.m. on Tuesday, dispatch received a call about a small van that had gone through the ice on the north shore of Shawano Lake. The driver, a sole occupant, was able to get out of the vehicle and ran away before first responders arrived.
Run away.
Then why did he have to go to the hospital?
Deputies located the driver sometime later. They learned that the driver drove out to do a lake delivery to deliver food to someone who was already on the ice fishing. The vehicle went through the ice prior to the witness calling it in.
So, all right. So obviously, the other guy on the ice was not in a vehicle. I'm assuming.
It was probably the one that the food was being delivered to.
Yeah. So that guy
He
probably
was
walked
probably
out.
the witness.
Yeah, he probably walked out. The guy who was getting his food delivered probably walked out. Because again, for people that don't know frozen lakes in Wisconsin and other
Or not
northern.
always safe.
Yes, there's a certain amount of ice you can have where you're like, this is safe to walk on. And then a certain amount of ice for like when 4-wheelers and stuff can go on the ice. And then a certain amount of ice when a vehicle can. And that number is much higher. Like the ice has got to be a certain amount of thickness. So some dude's out there ice fishing, orders Uber Eats. Did he expect the driver to walk out, I guess?
Maybe if they were thinking smartly, they probably would have. But I don't know. But the EMS was dispatched to check out the driver, and then they transported him to a local hospital to get evaluated.
Probably just to make sure he didn't have any injuries.
From falling through the ice or trying to climb out of the window. I'm sure they probably wanted to check him for hypothermia in case he did get wet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Maybe that's what's going on. I'll give you that.
Once released from the hospital, the driver was arrested on an unrelated matter.
So this guy's made bad decisions more than once in his life.
And now is in the Shawano County Jail. At this time, the vehicle is still in the Shawano Lake. They have not pulled it out.
Do you think that the guy that he was delivering gave him like a 1-star review? Don't you review when you get Uber Eats delivered?
You can.
You can?
Yeah. But we don't know if it was Uber Eats or one of the other ones.
Yeah, it doesn't really say what delivery it was.
Some delivery service of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. So some guys out there ice fishing decides I'm going to call in like a Uber Eats or a pizza delivery or whatever. And he's probably just thinking like, let's see if this guy walks out or if I got to walk back and get it. And all of a sudden he sees a van just driving out. He's like, oh, fuck. Sploosh.
This happened on January 7th.
Of 2025. All right. So, of course, there's a delay in from when our articles come out. So, if you're hearing this and it's well after that. But either way, yeah. So, apparently not enough ice. Oh, okay. So, if this guy crashed through the ice and there's a bunch of other people that have walked out on the ice, as someone who has ice fished before, that a lot of times really screws up other people. Because now you're like, well, shit, how do I get back to shore now? This guy just put a giant ass hole in the middle of the ice with his car. So now you're like stuck out there because some dude with an Uber delivery fucked it all up for everybody else.
I think he may have just hit a weak spot in the ice.
Okay, so you think you can just go around it. Is it weaker? Good point. Good point. Yep. This guy goes from making a couple extra bucks doing Uber Eats deliveries to my van is now in the bottom of Lake Shawano.
And he got caught.
And I'm sitting in jail.
Doing something.
Yeah, and I'm getting caught in jail on a bail jumping or something like that. This guy's good. This guy's real winner chicken dinner right there.
I give it a 3 crispy.
Yeah, I would say a 3 crispy as well. I think that's pretty good of just not thinking. Wow.
He went from a warm pizza to a frozen pizza, though, if that's what he ordered.
Oh, frozen pizza joke. Okay, that's good. I like the frozen pizza joke. You know what? I'm going to go a 4 because of the frozen pizza joke. I'm bumping mine from a 3 to a 4 for the frozen pizza joke. I will give it to you.
Sorry, I'm sticking with my 3 crispy.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I really liked the frozen pizza joke. Thanks, everybody, again for listening to yet another chapter of the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. Listening to us on iTunes or Spotify. Again, subscribe, like, follow, whatever the options are. Leave us a comment. Give us a rating. We want more people to find us, and that's a great way for us to be found. Also, if you want to get a hold of us, you can email us. Our email address is weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. Again, there's no A in there. It's just weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. Also, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. We are covering all the social apps that we know how to use or our children are able to teach us how to use. So again, everybody, thank you very much, and we will see you at the next episode. Bye.
Bye.